need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
A man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 12 carries, 58 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's Taylor again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because that game was a game trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game. And they got it done.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Ready. 33. Yellow. 10 cycle.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now 2nd and 9. And Lance now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. From the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Murray now to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Murray to air it out again. Being chased out left. Shakes off the sack. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's swung out wide to Harris. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cards have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season. It got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On play action, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The Niners in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal. Here's Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Murray's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor, 71 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start to drive out.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, here's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And quickly, they get to the line.
Lance to throw on second down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Play action, now it's Lance.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing now is Lance.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
from 3 yards out.
And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Third down and 1.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run again with Harris.
He'll take this to the 46. That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lance going to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Here's Murray from midfield. Short one here, caught by McBride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him. Murray's throw complete to McBride.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, well, the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately they
It turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.